Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, November 7th City Council meeting. An agreement approved by the council on Tuesday night means police officers will be returning to some Coon Rapids schools next week. The topic of school resource officers has been in the spotlight in recent months after the state legislature approved changes to student discipline laws last session. A number of police agencies, including Coon Rapids, pulled their school resource officers over liability concerns with the new laws. But the Minnesota Attorney General has gone on record saying officers can follow the same use of force standards they have always been held to.
That guidance has been accepted by the county attorney's office. It's also been accepted by the League of Minnesota Cities, which is our insurer. And because of that binding opinion, we feel it's the right decision to go back into the schools at this time with the understanding and the commitment that we've had from our elected officials that they're going to address this and take care of the ambiguity in the law and make this an acceptable situation for us to continue long term.
The police department has provided in-school police officers to the Anoka School District since 1974. As part of the agreement, the DARE program, started in 1989, will also continue.
I, Jonathan Tomzig, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
There's another new face on the Coon Rapids Police Force. Officer John Tomczyk took the oath of office from Mayor Jerry Cook at Tuesday night's meeting. Tomczyk previously served as a Robbinsdale police officer. He's the 6th person to complete field training this year and to be sworn in. Congratulations. And that's a quick recap of the Tuesday, November 7th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel. The makeup of the Anoka School Board will see a big change next year following Tuesday's election. 3 of the 6 school board seats were on the ballot, and none of the incumbents are returning. In District 1, Linda Hochman beats incumbent Aaron Hares-McCardle. Hochman received nearly 2,500 votes. Hares-McCardle got less than 2,000. In District 2, a very close one, but in the end, Zach Arco comes out 12 votes ahead of Susan Witt to win that seat. The seat is currently held by Board Chair Marcy Anderson, who did not seek re-election. And in District 5, a 3-way race there. Former Anoka Associate Superintendent Michelle Langenfeld received the most votes at 1,775. Scott Simmons came in second with about 1,400 votes, and Cyrus Wilson finished third. That seat is currently held by Board Vice Chair Nicole Hayes, who also did not seek re-election.
This week's Halloween snowfall reminds us that seasons change. And inside the Coon Rapids Public Works building, the Streets Department is preparing for winter.
We just calibrated the sander.
Dump trucks are being turned into plow trucks.
This assembly here is the sander, which allows the operator to adjust it for how many pounds of salt per mile they put down, depending on temperature and road conditions.
Although the snow took many by surprise, Public Works was not.
Around this time of the year, we plan to have most of our equipment up and running by November 1st.
Street Supervisor Josh Peterson and his team were ready Tuesday to go out and clear the roads.
We saw about 2 to 3 inches that fell. There was about 1 inch on the roadway. We had trucks in at 4:30 just running the arterial roads, making sure that the morning commute was open to traffic.
And then there are the sidewalks.
We have approximately 107 miles of sidewalk.
Public Works has 5 sidewalk machines, which they use to remove the snow.
At this point in time, most all has been melted, but we do our best to get them down to bare pavement as close as we can, without using any chemicals, that is.
Street sweepers have made it through the city just once, but they'd like to get through 3 full sweeps in the fall.
We plan to go back in full action starting next Monday with our 2 city-owned sweepers along with 3 contracted sweepers.
And the city reminds all drivers that winter parking restrictions went into effect on November 1st. No parking is allowed on city streets between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. daily, and also after a snowfall of 3 inches or more until the road is plowed from curb to curb. The restrictions end on April 1st.
By the numbers, the Anoka Credit Union has quite the story to tell. From membership in the single digits when it was born in 1963, the credit union is now more than 18,000 members strong, some 60 years later.
We were started by a couple of educators in the Anoka School District.
Back then, it was known as the Anoka School District Number 11 Employees Credit Union. But in 1993, the state chartered credit union changed its name and opened membership to a more diverse population.
Our products and services are incredibly tailored to our members' needs, and we are continually looking to improve those products and services.
Hesley says the biggest difference you'll notice with a credit union versus a bank is the personalized service. They also boast higher deposit rates, along with lower loan rates and fees. AHCU is owned by its members and governed by a member-elected board of directors.
We're not driven by profit. So everything that we do goes back into the membership.
AHCU is proud to give back to the communities it serves, from financial scholarships and book drives for educators to a debit card that gives 5% back to select schools for every swipe. Anyone who lives, works, worships, attends school, or volunteers in a county served by AHCU can join. Also, select employer groups give their employees eligibility regardless of where they live.
On Tuesday, city officials joined together with staff from Mercy Hospital and Allina Health to celebrate the new inclusive playground at Mercy Park.
Partnerships like this one with Mercy and the Allina Health Courage Kenny Rehabilitation Institute are critical to the community.
The Allina Health Foundation made a $40,000 donation to the city of Coon Rapids to help upgrade the park to be accessible to even more children ages 5 to 12.
After more than a year of planning, we are very excited to have this playground at its completion.
Rehabilitation manager Sarah Rohde from Courage Kenny Institute is excited for their pediatric patients to be able to use the park.
We anticipate that this park will be used by families who live nearby, and it's a wonderful option for therapy sessions for our clients.
Like 9-year-old Amos Perkins, who worked out under the guidance of his therapist. Amos's mom said he's thrilled with the new playground.
He loves the park. He thinks it's tons of fun to play on. It works for him, for what he needs, for his abilities, and that's fun.
The improvements to the park took place this summer. The work that went into the playground's rubberized surface was labor-intensive.
That rubber surfacing is able to absorb to help eliminate injuries, and it also for wheelchair accessibility and walkers and things of that nature.
I think some of the most exciting ones was the friendship slide where you can go down with a friend or go down with a parent right next to you was super fun.
Pediatric physical therapist Jessica Jacklich likes a lot of the playground's special features.
To be able to come together and make something that we could use in treatment more often, just the quick walk across the parking lot to get to it and to watch their eyes light up when they can get to the things that they want to play with.
Meanwhile, the Allina Health Foundation continues to raise funds for a future Phase 2 of improvements at Mercy Park.
We are in the planning stages for a Phase 2, and it's based on children from 2 to 5 years old. We call them tot lots.
Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, October 17th City Council meeting. On a 6-1 vote, the council approved an ordinance that prohibits the short-term rental of private homes in Coon Rapids. The new ordinance prevents homeowners from renting out their homes for less than 30 days on platforms like Airbnb and Vrbo. The majority of the council feels it's more appropriate to limit short-term rentals to hotels, motels, and other similar accommodations, which are appropriately zoned. The ordinance does not prohibit a homeowner from renting out a room if they are also living at the property. The City Council approved another new ordinance this week, this one relating to parking near Crooked Lake Park. Parking will be banned on the south side of 131st Avenue between Crooked Lake Boulevard and Arrowhead Street from May 1st through September 1st each year. Crooked Lake Park is heavily used during the summer months, which leads to on-street parking concerns for nearby residents. A big promotion had police officers out in force at Tuesday night's meeting.
I, Tanya Harmoning, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
Tanya Harmoning has traded in her sergeant's badge for the title of police captain. Mayor Jerry Cook administered the oath of office on Tuesday night. Captain Harmoning has been with the department for nearly 22 years, most recently serving as the sergeant of investigations.
Although Captain Harmoning possesses many attributes that we believe will make her successful in her new role, her passion and commitment to the wellness of others are what have always stood out to me.
Captain Harmoning was instrumental in helping launch the embedded mental health professional in the department, which is now a model for other agencies. And 2 years ago, she pushed for a mental health wellness program that now requires all department members to have an annual checkup with a mental health professional. Congratulations. And that's a quick recap of the October 17th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel.
As the outdoor colors change with the season, so too inside the Coon Rapids Civic Center, there's a change of color.
Like this one was the first place winner in our photo contest.
It was the first time Arts Commission Chair Mary Ann Keene saw the display case filled with art on display, the new rotational public art program created by the Arts Commission with help from the city of Coon Rapids.
Anybody that does artwork, and is good at it, it's a good way to get their name out there as an artist by having it displayed, because it's in a public place where people can walk in anytime the city's open and see what's out there on display.
The initial display went up on October 1st and will continue through the end of the year. It includes top photos from the city's annual photo contest, and it also features a colored pencil drawing by a regional artist. The commission hopes to rotate the display quarterly, installing new artwork every 3 months.
I think it's just getting the word out that the city is going to display, artworks, that people, who are artists or are really good at drawing, that they can contact, the city through the website, and, they may just end up with her print in the case there.
If you want to find out more about the Coon Rapids Art on Display program, you can scan the QR code or go to coonrapidsmn.gov/art on display for details.
House numbers should be at least 3.5 inches tall and easily seen from the street. Also, the exterior of your home, including windows and doors, should be free of holes, breaks, and rotting boards, and in good condition. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
The award-winning community programming by CTN Coon Rapids is funded exclusively by cable subscribers. Without those subscribers, we would not exist. So no more coverage of local news, stories, events, and sports in our community. So thank you for subscribing to cable TV and for supporting CTN.